Wednesday night baseball set to come your way from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Texas Rangers and the New York Yankees. The Rangers are looking to make history here today. Can they break the all-time winning streak record? We'll see right after this. Jordan Montgomery is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, big lefty Jordan Montgomery. There's lots to like about this guy. The pride and joy of the University of South Carolina. Good, sneaky fastball, 94 to 96 miles an hour. Good changeup. His curveball has gotten better as he's gone on. This guy has a chance to be a really good pitcher for a long time. Good, clean, simple mechanics for a big guy. Repeats his delivery quite well. Has a chance to be a really good starting pitcher.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
The 1-1 home. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, strike 2. A bouncer to the left side. Duffy is there. And there's one gone to begin the evening. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton, really having a solid season. He's got over 100 RBIs on the year, and he's just flat out taking care of business this season. Don't be surprised if he ends up being a difference maker in this one, too.
Stepping into the box, Giancarlo Stanton, as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. Slapped hard the opposite way. And Stanton's aboard. It's a base hit. The throw into second. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
As we take another look here, you can see it's a two-seam fastball running away from him at the plate. So he does the smart thing, not trying to pull it or just rolling over it, just goes with it and has enough juice on it to drive it for a double.
At the plate, Aaron Judge. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. First pitch of the at-bat. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. Stanton, the runner at second with 1 away. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Parrish is in pursuit. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Matt Chapman.
Stepping into the box, Matt Chapman. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. Here's the first pitch to him. This is skied into short left center. Rasmus is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So they get a man to second here in the top half, but he's stranded there. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Landon Grissom gets the starting assignment for the Rangers in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy's one of the top strikeout pitchers in the league. Over 225 strikeouts so far on this season alone. And when he's on, you're going to see lots of swings and misses. Quality stuff, and he knows how to strike people out.
Into the box, Jarrett Parrish. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Jarrett Parrish.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it, 1 gone. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. D-Row, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Yeah, Matty, every person that bought a ticket tonight came to see one thing, and that's the guy on the mound. But I'll tell you what, from an offensive standpoint, this is what you live for. Who's going to make the adjustments offensively to put quality at bats against this guy? Do they have to get him early? Can someone work themselves into a big count to drive a ball in the gap late? I am so fired up to see this offense take on this monster.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
1 out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, at the rate he's going to strike out 27 on 81 pitches. Not throw a single ball and toss a perfect game. Obviously, I'm kidding. But you can't start a game any better than this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, 6 pitches. This has the makings of a great outing already.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Oh-1, here's the pitch. A little bouncer. That winds up foul.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Fouled off. Two out, nobody on. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. So next to the plate for Texas, Franchy Cordero. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A breaking ball taken on the inner corner.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. And it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Rangers have elected to.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
And the batter rules safe.
In now, Jake Stevenson. He'll chase one up around the letters here for strike one. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. He's running, and a step off. Cordero on at first, nobody out. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first, but the runner's back easily. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first, and he's back in standing. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Line hard toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. And the screen shows the story right there as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Just classic confidence at the box right now. You put your head on the pillow at night, you know you're on time. You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark, you expect to catch a couple barrels.
Standing in now, Jonathan Beltre, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. This one's flared out toward left. Coming in is Rasmus, but he won't get there. It falls in. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Joe Katimer is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. Two 2-0 the count to the Rangers left fielder.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
The 2-0. Outside and low, 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
The 3-0 pitch. 3-1 to him now. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Ground ball to second. This could be two. To second for one. On to first, and it's double play, though that first run of the ball game is across to score.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Into the box now, Brett Morrison, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Trying to cash in here in his first at bat with a runner at third and two gone. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. Grounded to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Rangers will have to be content with just the one. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Rangers 1 and the Yankees nothing.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Runs a bit inside for a ball. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
So here's how the Rangers are positioned defensively. And let's focus on Giancarlo Stanton right now. Looks like he's chiseled out a stone out there. The outfielder, I know he has light tower power, but he's also helpful on the defensive side and possesses a strong arm in the outfield.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Matt Duffy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Duffy has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
Here it comes on 0-2. Very weakly on the ground. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Again, he sends it out of play. Bases are empty, one man out. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is a curveball taken low for a ball.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
Doesn't offer at the circle change there, and it goes full 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. Here comes the 0-1. Started that swing a bit too early.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lewis Grumman, 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the Rangers leadoff hitter. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Parrish going back on the warning track. He makes the catch. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. Striding in once again, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Line drive to left. Rasmus is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. Now at the plate, Aaron Judge. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off there, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle. Fielded by Jeanette. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Rangers 1 and the Yankees nothing. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. And a changeup right down the middle.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. And a splitter is over for a cold third strike as he's left shaking his head. 1 gone. And with 1 away, time for a quick check of the standings, and it'll show you that these guys have the division race all sewn up as they look forward to baseball in October. Standing in, Colby Rasmus, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Now the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. The catcher Derek Norris is in. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Here's the pitch. First pitch is a circle change for a called strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
2 out, nobody on. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher. The 1-2. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Oh, forget about this one. Booey. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Shot down the line in left. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Yankees have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
I'll tell you, he looked like he was on cruise control, striking out the first 2 batters. But if this game teaches you anything, it's that you can never take an out for granted. Exhibit A, a homer.
The right fielder, number 12.
Into the box, Jarrett Parrish. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Comes set with the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball two.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
The 2-1 misses off the plate. Bases are empty here with two men out. Inside, he misses, ball four.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. But the Yankees are able to tie things up on the solo home run. We're through 3 in the Bronx. All even now at 1-1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Chapman, as we begin the top of the 4th. First pitch of the at-bat. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-0. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hard ground ball to third. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, shortstop, Frankie Cordero.
Now to the plate, Franchi Cordero. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air into shallow left center. Duffy onto the grass, and he makes the catch for the second out. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both of these guys have shown a decent fastball. Each has touched 93 so far on the gun. Digging in, Jake Stevenson. He reached on a single in his first try. And now a pitch on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Parrish giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. On to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Back now with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Nicolas Castellanos to start out the inning.
Castellanos.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Here's the pitch. A breaking ball over the outside corner for strike two. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
As he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Behind 0-2 now. One run, just one hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Coming to the plate now, Matt Duffy. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Shot down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Stepping in, Jonathan Beltre. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Jonathan Beltre.
First pitch on its way. Started that swing a bit too early.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss. The 0-2 home. Now a swing and a little flare out to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Throw into second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Stepping in now, Joe Katimer. Flipped out the other way towards short. And one gone.
Up next for the Rangers, Catholic, Brett Morrison.
Stepping up now, Brett Morrison. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. And a breaking ball stays outside. And now the runner's trying for third. Down the third base. And he is out on the tag. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Last half of the fifth coming up, all tied at 1-1. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Center fielder, Jackie
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. Chapman brings it in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Ready for another chance, Scooter Gennett. From the stretch. And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Now here it comes. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. One out, nobody on. Too high. 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Still 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Standing in now, Colby Rasmus, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Missed with a breaking ball. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Derek Norris would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 2 out, nobody on. The 3-2 one more time. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. So the Rangers batting order turns over and set to go. Louis Grumman, he flew out in his last at bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Tapped up the third base line. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. Runner back safely. The 1-1 home is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
He's running again. A step off, and they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And he can't get back in time, and he is out at first.
Clearly, he was just a little too anxious to break for second that time. He jumped early, and the pitcher did a nice job of just stepping off the mound and then dealing with the play from there. Sometimes you'll see a guy flinch and balk the runner to second on those types of plays.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And you can see it's been a great year for him as he leads the AL in that category at this stage of the season. Up next for the Rangers, Aaron Judge. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Line toward right center. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get one, if not both of them, home. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy, runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision.